Today, the Justice Department announced one of its largest financial seizures ever. 50,000 stolen Bitcoin, at the time worth more than $3 billion. An IRS investigator in charge of the case calls the heist a sophisticated scheme designed to hide the ill-gotten Bitcoin. On Friday, the suspect, James Zhang, pleaded guilty to wire fraud. Prosecutors say he stole the Bitcoin 10 years ago on the black market online marketplace Silk Road. The FBI shut Silk Road down back in 2013, and these days, because the cryptocurrency's value has dropped, the seizure is worth just over $1 billion. NBC Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Dilanian joins us now, and I'm so glad you could join us because I find this case absolutely fascinating. Before we get into the implications of what this means, tell us how this was resolved. How did the feds catch this guy?
So this seizure actually happened almost a year ago, Joshua, though we're just hearing about it now. And it's not exactly clear how the feds connected the stolen Bitcoin to this defendant. But in November 2021, law enforcement officials executed a search warrant at his home in Gainesville, Georgia, and they seized more than 50,000 Bitcoin, which was then valued at over $3 billion. Now, the price has since fallen steeply, so it's now worth around $1 billion, still a nice payday for the U.S. government.
Now, when you say they seized the Bitcoin from his home, I thought Bitcoin were virtual, they existed in the web. What exactly was it that the feds took from his home?
They are virtual, but in this case, they were stored on drives that they found hidden in his home, among some other paraphernalia.
Talk a little bit more about Silk Road. I think one of the things about this that so fascinates me is I remember when Silk Road was a thing, right? And they were talking about this lawless online marketplace where people could buy and sell anything in Bitcoin, and it was anonymized, and we'll never get our arms around it. It feels like this kind of belies the whole theory behind some of these cryptocurrencies and their ability to be so anonymized that nobody could ever catch them. I don't know if that means that law enforcement has caught up to that, or if they were never as anonymous as we thought, or what does that tell us?
It's a little of both, Joshua. The idea that cryptocurrency is totally anonymous is a myth because the transactions are posted on a public ledger called the blockchain, and they remain there forever. Now, they may be anonymous in the sense that they're not attached to a name, but a new generation of software is now using data analysis to connect transactions to people, and law enforcement is doing business with companies that provide that software, and which essentially now the cops are able to make these kinds of cases years after the alleged crime.
Zoom out for us a little, Ken, because we've talked about how ransomware has increased across the country and around the world. A number of the ransomers demand to be paid in Bitcoin and will even provide customer service to their victims on how to do it. So it seems like there's a real significant law enforcement need to improve the way that governments investigate crimes using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And the U.S. government has certainly responded to that. The FBI set up a crypto unit earlier this year. The IRS has been very active in using the software to kind of trace the proceeds of crypto crime and connect, again, people to transactions. But we're really only at the beginning stages, I think, of this cat and mouse game between the criminals and law enforcement over crypto.
Where do you, since we're at the beginning of this cat and mouse game, where do you see it going next? Does this mean that the federal government is getting wise to this? Congress is demanding more action. The Justice Department is demanding more action. No one likes to see criminals get away with crimes, but who's kind of leading the push in terms of making it so the law can investigate these new kinds of crimes?
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of sort of know your customer kind of regulations put in place so that, and you know, again, this depends on governments requiring crypto exchanges to get basic information about their customers, just the way banks do, to make it more difficult to use crypto anonymously. It's kind of, you know, it's sort of currency 101, but in the beginning of this, people were able to set up accounts without very much information, and a lot of that is changing. But again, each country has to impose those rules on their own crypto industry.
Since this involves the seizure of something of value, what happens to the Bitcoin? Does the government keep it? Does it go back into the ecosystem? Where's the money go?
So the U.S. Marshals actually will auction it off because the government treats this as like a currency, as securities rather than a currency. And then the proceeds will go back to law enforcement to continue to pursue these kinds of investigations, Joshua.
Before I have to let you go, what should I don't want people to come away from the story who don't understand cryptocurrency feeling like Bitcoin is dangerous. Bitcoin is not inherently dangerous, and I think the systems that Bitcoin uses are not inherently dangerous, but they can be used for criminal aims just like dollars can be used for criminal aims. What should people take away from this in terms of what our relationship is to crypto, particularly what the law's relationship is these days?
Well, I think the lesson of this story is that criminals once thought that crypto was a huge advantage in crime, but they're now learning that it perhaps is not as anonymous as they thought, and law enforcement is catching up. And so if this money had been laundered in cash, I don't think they would be seizing it right now, years after the alleged crime. But because it was crypto, years later, they were able to trace it to this defendant, find it, and seize it, Joshua.
It's so fascinating. It's like catching a marked bill in circulation 10 years later. I think this story is endlessly fascinating, and I'll be interested to see where law enforcement goes with this from here. Thank you, Ken. That's NBC Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Dilanian from our Washington Bureau.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.